King Carl XVI Gustav of Sweden was forced to comment on his words, shown in a recent documentary, about changing the rules of succession to the throne, allowing women to claim the throne equally with men. Earlier this week, Swedish public broadcaster SVT aired a documentary, The Last Kings of Sweden, which recounts the life of Carl XVI Gustav, including controversial moments, such as his support for Nazi Germany's attack on the USSR. One such episode concerns the change in the rules of succession to the Swedish throne, which was approved in 1980. According to it, the throne is inherited by the eldest child of the royal family, regardless of gender. Previously only men could claim it. But the changes came into force a few years later, with the result that 3-year-old Princess Victoria became heiress to the throne even though Carl XVI Gustav had a 7-month-old son, Carl Philippe, at the time. The king opposed the rule change at the time. In the documentary, the 76-year-old Carl Gustav said he has not changed his mind. "I still think it's stupid to have laws that are retroactive. My son Prince Carl Philip was born, and then all of a sudden you change it, the law, so that he loses it all. It's quite strange to me," he said. When asked if the king thinks such a decision is fair, he replies that no. "As a father, I think it's terrible," Carl Gustav added. At the same time, he said that the situation has not affected the relationship between the children and has generally strengthened the royal family. These words of the King of Sweden were interpreted by some viewers and critics as a critical position on the succession to the throne by women. So he had to issue a separate statement in which he clarified the position. During the fall, I was asked in 2 interviews about the 1980 change in the order of the succession to the throne in favor of the firstborn, regardless of gender. Then I shared my thoughts that Prince Charles Philippe was retroactively losing his position as Crown Prince due to the constitutional amendment, said a statement posted on the Royal Palace's website. "It pains me deeply when, in retrospect, I read comments suggesting that I will not support my daughter, Crown Princess Victoria, as heir to the Swedish throne," Carl Gustav said, adding that he is proud of her and her tireless work for the good of Sweden.